I'm Kendra Cook, your host for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado. The Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest Colorado TV Translator Association, which is the special district association responsible for bringing the area free-to-access TV stations over the air by antenna. This is the community TV station. If there is a news story or event information that you would like to share, you can call us at 970-677-4119. If you're a business or organization, we welcome you to find out about sponsorship opportunities for banners or video segments run on the channel. This is the Tuesday program, which is aired at 6 and 8 p.m. and then replayed the following day at 9 a.m. and noon. It's also available on demand online on both our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. This is the program for February 18th, 2020, DCTV Daily News. From the Journal with a file photo, the Dolores Town Manager has proposed raising water and sewer rates for residents and businesses to fund maintenance costs and systems upgrades. At the January 27th Town Board meeting, Interim Town Manager Ken Charles and staff members recommended increasing the water rate by $5 a month, or 19.3%. Under the plan, the rate would rise to $30.84 per month, up from the $25.84. The sewer rate would rise to $2.27 to $30.93, which is a 7.9% increase. In addition, staff recommended increasing monthly water bills by $1 each year from 2021 through 2024 to build up water fund reserves for future infrastructure projects. The increase would help finance a $585,000 project to replace 50-year-old water lines beneath Colorado Highway 145. 9 deteriorating lines need to be replaced before the Colorado Department of Transportation repaves the highway scheduled for 2021. To help pay for the project, the town has applied for a $292,630 grant from the Colorado Department of Local Affairs, or DOLA, with an award decision expected in March. To cover the 100% grant match, the town would pull from reserves and take out a low-interest loan with payments covered by the monthly $5 water rate increase. The town has paid engineering company SGM $54,231 to move forward with final project designs. Charles said that the sewer fund is operating in a deficit, with annual operating and maintenance costs exceeding annual revenues. The situation requires a drawdown of reserves, which would leave no money for capital projects. The $2.27 sewer increase would create a break-even fund in the sewer budget, Charles said. The board was asked to approve a higher rate to build up reserves for future capital needs at the sewer plant. The water and sewer rates were last increased in 2015, 2009, and back in 2006. Operations and maintenance expenses have risen since the last rate change. Charles said, quote, "The increase is important because it will allow the town to begin building up the reserves for additional projects." A master plan conducted by an engineering firm in 2018 indicated the aging water and sewer plants would require $1.6 million in upgrades in the next 5 to 10 years. Discussion and decisions about the water and sewer rate increase proposals will be addressed at upcoming meetings. Rate increases are likely on the agenda for the town of Dove Creek as well for water and sewer, as they phase in some new renovations on the current system. We may not see those fully expressed until after the new board is seated. The upcoming election for the 4 open town board positions or re-elections is in April. And Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of February 10th through February 16th, 2020. Residential alarm was reported going off by alarm company. Deputy responded and everything was secure. Colorado State Patrol reported a port runner. Deputy was unable to locate the semi. Domestic dispute against a juvenile and parent was reported. The deputy is investigating. An accident was reported. Colorado State Patrol was notified and took over investigation. A county resident reported trash being dumped in their yard. This case is under investigation. Possible intoxicated driver was reported, unable to locate the vehicle. A county resident was asked to move their vehicle so that it wasn't blocking the view of traffic. A juvenile was summoned to court for criminal mischief due to damaging town alleyways and Weber Park. An individual passing through town was given a ride to Montezuma County, where an officer from that county took them on into town. Animal parts were found on the side of a town road. They were turned over to the Department of Wildlife. Vehicle unlocked on a semi was referred to backwoods towing. A vehicle unlock. Suspicious person was reported on a town street. Deputy contacted the person and everything turned out okay. Many people have been reporting controlled burns to clean up their properties with the weather warming up. If you are one of these people and live in town and are wanting to report a controlled burn, you have to have prior authorization from the town office to do so. And a motorist was on the side of the road. Deputies stopped to assist and found that they had ran out of fuel. Sheriff deputies and sheriff have been investigating many cases this week, so there have been multiple follow-ups on several cases. Deputies conduct building checks on local businesses nightly to assure that there is no criminal activity. The DCTV Daily News will bring you this weekly Sheriff's Roundup each Tuesday. And the Dove Creek Press reported on our local wrestling action, as written by Joel Priest. Dove Creek freshman Jaden Sanders gains leverage on Dolores' Caleb Montoyo during the 2020 San Juan Basin League Wrestling Championships final bout this past Thursday night, February 6th, inside hosting Ignacio High's Auxiliary. A burst heat pipe earlier that day necessitated the slight relocation to the high school auxiliary gym. Listed as competing at 132 pounds, Sanders began the event pinning IHS 138-pounder Isaac Welker just 48 seconds into their designated exhibition bout. Then, ultimately unable to flip Montoyo onto his back, closed the show, defeating the Bears' listed 145-pounder by a 6-4 margin. DCHS's Quaden Huffaker was the only other Bulldog to win a bout, pinning Norwood's Aiden Walton, the Spectacle's only other competitor, at 106 pounds in only 38 seconds. Though team scores hadn't been tabulated by the tourney's end, Mancus left the building unquestionably the supreme squad. Blue Jay grapplers won 8 of 9 bouts entered, 4 via pin. Unofficially, the Dogs went a collective 2-3, while Ignacio ended up 2-2 and NHS 2-5. DHS and Nucla, meanwhile, each totaled 1 victory in 3 attempts. And now let's take a look at our local weather forecast. Today was sunny with a high near 38 degrees. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour become west-southwest by the afternoon, and into Tuesday night there'll be increasing clouds with a low around 22, east winds light around 5 miles an hour. For Wednesday, cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny with a high near 44 degrees. East-northeast winds around 5 miles an hour become west in the morning. Then Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 20 degrees. North-northeast winds keep a chill in the air at 5 to 10 miles an hour. For Thursday, an almost spring-like sunny day with a high near 42 degrees. Northeast winds remain around 5 miles an hour, becoming southwest in the afternoon. Thursday night, mostly clear with a low around 24, and a little warmer even for Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 48. But then now it looks like Friday night a slight chance of rain and snow showers may come into the forecast area before 10 p.m. Then a chance of snow showers on the overnight. Mostly cloudy with a low around 29. This continues into Saturday morning with snow showers likely before noon, and then rain showers likely as the temperatures rise. Mostly cloudy and a high near 45 degrees. Saturday night, that chance of snow showers lingers before 11 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 25. And for Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 44 degrees. Sunday night, partly cloudy and a low to 22. And into next week, Monday again, there may be a chance for snow showers, though partly sunny skies and a high near 37. As we get closer to the weekend, those percentage chances will be an important part of whether we actually get to see some weather or not. And now, back to the news. The Durango Railroad has changed over to oil, as reported in the Durango Herald, with a photo Jerry McBride. The Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad has debuted its first locomotive that runs on oil, a more environmentally friendly fuel source that holds less fire risk than a traditional coal-burning engine. For the past 2 years, the DNS&G's crews have worked to convert the number 493, an early 1900s coal-burning locomotive, to be able to run off of oil. It's the first of what's expected to be several conversions from coal-fired to oil-burning engines as the city's top tourist attraction braces itself for the future. Quote, "We need to be prepared and just recognize the changing climate," owner Al Harper said in an interview with the Durango Herald. DNS&G has prepared for a couple of years to convert some locomotives to burn oil and turn away from coal. Coal-burning engines can emit small cinders from their smokestacks and can start fires. Harper has said it's important to have the option of running oil-powered locomotives during extreme drought. This issue came to a head in the summer of 2018 when drought, high fire danger, and the 416 fire caused the DNS&G to shut down for more than 40 days. Since then, Harper has said the railroad would have to adapt. Quote, "You're talking to a guy who 15 years ago said, 'I'll never have anything besides coal engines,'" Harper said. "But we have to evolve. We all have to evolve, and that's just part of life," end quote. In 2016, when the DNS&G decided to add a seventh locomotive to its fleet, it looked to the coal-fired number 493 as an engine that could be converted to burn oil. Crews got to work in the winter of 2018, breaking down and putting back together the historic locomotive. After more than an estimated 7,500 work hours and $625,000 in materials and labor, the number 493 made its official debut last Saturday. It's a pretty proud moment," said Jeff Johnson, Chief Operating Officer of American Heritage Railways, DNS&G's parent company. In many ways, the 416 fire pushed the DNS&G to enter an era of more eco-friendly fuel sources. For years, public sentiment favored coal-fired engines, but Harper said about 80% of riders don't come for a coal-fired locomotive. They come for the steam engine experience, which oil will also provide. It's unclear how many of DNS&G's 9 locomotives will convert to oil. Already, crews have started on a second conversion. But for Harper, whose family has owned the railroad since 1998, the DNS&G will maintain a presence with coal-fired engines, if only to preserve the tradition of the 139-year-old railroad. Quote, "Part of this evolution," Harper said, "is to make sure that the railroad has the equipment it needs for all conditions at all times, so it can be here another 137 years." And the Durango Herald reports also on what Ignacio schools are doing to detect and deter kids from vaping, a photo with Adobe Stock. The Ignacio School District will use vape detectors to deter students from vaping on school grounds. Staff members will install the devices, which look like a smoke detector, in bathrooms to recognize vaping or loud noises that could indicate fights or gunshots. Monday, the Ignacio School Board voted unanimously to purchase 2 vape detectors, $1,350 each, to start a pilot project and test the product's effectiveness. Quote, "I think it's a great idea," said Brian Crane, the district's technology director, during the school board meeting. "Let's get a couple of these in the bathrooms. Let's see what kind of results we get before we go out and spend a large amount of money." Only one nearby school district, Dolores, uses the relatively new technology, according to the Bayfield and Ignacio superintendents. The Dolores RE4A district confirmed using the detectors but did not respond on Friday to requests for comment. Durango School District 9R does not use vape detectors, said spokeswoman Julie Popp. The Bayfield School District also does not use the detectors and views them as an, quote, "expensive last resort," said Kevin Ayton, Bayfield superintendent. Right now, Bayfield and Durango focus on deterring vaping through education and supervision. Quote, "We all wish we weren't dealing with this," Ayton said. "They've marketed to young kids, and it's just become a really tough issue for all of us in the school business." At the Ignacio board meeting, members discussed how the product works, where to place it, and whether to tell students about it. The Halo vape detector uses 12 sensors to recognize hundreds of changes in its environment, according to the company's website. It can recognize smoke, vaping products, and THC, the principal psychoactive compound in cannabis. The Halo also recognizes abnormal sounds such as gunshots and carbon dioxide, volatile organic compounds, and other air quality elements. It does not record video or audio. There's not a ton of research out there for people using it. They've sold quite a few, and other schools are reporting good findings, Crane said. When the detector senses vaping, an alarm blares, and the system immediately sends an alert to staff members, depending on installation settings. Because it can connect to video surveillance systems, staff members can cross-check alerts with video footage outside of the bathroom to see who went in and out. The detector can also send alerts when someone is tampering with it. Quote, "Do we have to tell the students that we're doing this?" said Kara Pearson, board president, at the meeting. Yvonne Chapman and Alan McCaw spoke in favor of telling students, in part to deter vaping. Superintendent Rocco Fuschetta said that the district would not tell students which bathrooms would house the detectors. Crane recommended against telling the students immediately in hopes of gathering data on how the detectors work. In the interview, he said the district planned to move the detectors at first and then determine a permanent location. The district said it plans to gather data from the detectors, but previously has not gathered data. Quote, "Just having them will be a deterrent," Crane said during the meeting. "Once you catch a kid or two, word will spread." A side note that the police state is a slippery slope. When we lose individual responsibility, it seems this is the direction society heads. I'd also add that a true vaping pen or any kind of vaping contraption actually vaporizes the content without any smoke coming out. So although this picture shows smoke, something is being combusted in those devices, which doesn't make it a healthy alternative to smoking. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. The Dolores County Road and Bridge Department would like to remind all Dolores County residents to please stop pushing snow from your yard into the middle of the county roads. Refer to Colorado State Statutes 18-9-107, parentheses 1, parentheses A, parentheses 2, parentheses 3, obstructing highway or other passageway as to the laws. Submitted by the Sheriff's Office and the Road and Bridge Office, they remind you that the Dolores County Sheriff's Office will be issuing citations that could be a Class 3 misdemeanor. And the Dolores County Clerk's Office released a public notice regarding the presidential primary election March 3rd, also known as Super Tuesday. The mail ballots have been mailed out as 2/10. If you did not receive one and are a registered voter, please check your registered address or you can pick one up at the clerk's office. That is the polling location, Dolores County Courthouse, Clerk and Recorder's Office at 409 North Main Street in Dove Creek, Colorado. The hours of operation are 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday. There is a handicapped accessible entrance on the east side of the building, or you can drop off in the mail or mail it in. You mail in ballots must be mailed before February 24th, 2020. There's also a 24/7 ballot box drop-off in front of the courthouse. And that's available from 2:10 when this started through 3/3 at 7 p.m. These are the Republican and Democrat presidential primary candidates. The sample ballot can be viewed online at dolorescounty.org in the Clerk's Department of the website. And our local farm and ranchers report in the Dove Creek Press shows as of February 10th, pinto beans are at $38 per CWT. Red winter wheat is at $6 and red spring wheat is at $7. That's sourced by High Country Elevators of Dove Creek. And I post up all of these High Canyon Country happenings on our Facebook page, which is DCTV News at Noon. So there you can also watch the program replay along with the news links and stories of local interest. And you too can share other events or news there and join in on the conversation. Again, this is your local community TV station. So if you have something you'd like to share, contact us. The email is dcbnnews@gmail.com, or you can call the station 970-677-4119. And thanks for tuning in to DCTV Daily News. Programs are broadcast Monday through Friday with replays online on our YouTube channel or our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. If you like the program, please do like and follow us on Facebook and share it with your friends and family. This has been a production of DCTV for the DCTV Daily News program out of Dove Creek, Colorado, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Again, thank you for watching.